In this video, myself and two friends decided to take a day out of the 9 to 5 routine. Russ is a master of sensors, Dave is a professional hiker. This was apparent on our arrival as he had a rucksack with a drinking straw. The idea for the day was to hike up through the valleys to reach a waterfall at the top, but at the same time getting some cinematic gold video coverage. The first shot was to raise up over a small pool of water and then to rise over the tree ahead. This was the first warning that something was amiss with the DJI Mini and resulted in the first crash of the day. Another perfectly good pair of underpants, ruined. With that, we decided to continue our climb towards the first point of interest, which was a reservoir. As we approached the reservoir, we met a group of people walking down. One of the women in the group was actually soaking wet as she'd been swimming. We thought this was just a one-off as it was really cold, but when we approached the reservoir, we found that more people, well, one man, had the same idea. It was here that I decided to take to the air again. It was apparent that things were still amiss with the drone as it was behaving erratically. Due to this reason, I decided to fly away from the water back towards the valleys. The Mini once again played tricks with me and dropped over the brow of a hill, and I lost visual line of sight. I ran like Forrest to retrieve the drone. To my amazement, it had not crashed, instead it was just hovering over the ground, but every attempt to gain altitude and fly it back just simply failed. So with this, I decided that this would be the last flight of the day until a closer inspection of the craft could be made. With the Mini grounded, we were back to the OSMO Pocket and the Sony ZV-1, which are both proven pieces of kit. Neither of them have ever failed. Our hike continued. Finally, we reached the falls. It was a joyous moment.
We've made it. We've made it to the waterfall. Here's the boys. This is Russ, my fellow hiker, and Dave,
hello there,
my fellow hiker.
To celebrate our victorious climb, there was only one thing for it, a very English gentleman's handshake. It was then that my fellow hikers convinced me to try the drone for the third time.
What could go wrong? Russ?
It'll be fine.
Come fly with me, let's fly away.
This time the flight was in the most a success. I finally managed to get some good footage. The only thing left for us to do now was to walk back down, find a pub with grub and enjoy a fine beverage before the rain began. With all that said, myself, Russ, Dave and the drone returned home in one piece, ready for the next outing.